In chapter 11 of the Book of Three, Taran really goes from being a boy to starting to become a man. He's already at the edge of manhood, which I believe they talked about earlier. Uh, uh, Dalbin tells him, if you ever reach manhood, which the way you're acting right now, it's likely that it's not going to happen. I just started re-listening to the book to catch up and to get back in this place and orient myself in it, more steadily. It's funny. He tells him like you should become a man, but what you're doing, the way you're operating, I'm not sure you're going to make it. But if you do, you should be good. Hopefully, that's the plan. That's what they've been raising him for. Call and uh, and Dolphin. So he's out on his own. Things have been horrible. They think that Gwydion is dead because how could you survive being crushed under a castle? And they've decided to take the journey on their own. There was the whole confrontation with Flutter Flam, and now Taran has had time to reflect on everything, and he realizes that he doesn't want to be a hero. He wants the quiet life. He gets the chance to get rid of. Dude, he gets the chance to be cowardly. I don't even know. I don't even know if it's cowardly, honestly. Gurgi breaks his leg getting honey for them, a honeycomb. I don't even know how much honey is in there from a tree because they're starving to death and everybody's trying to find food. And Gurgi breaks his leg. And Gurgi tells him, go ahead and kill me and save yourselves. I'm worthless to you now. We've heard that Gurgi's issue is that he's neither man nor beast, so he has no place. Which I think his liminal existence as being, neither fish nor fowl, is what made him villainous in the beginning of the book, because he has no loyalty. Like, beasts kill other beasts to eat them. Men kill beasts to eat them. Beasts kill men to eat them? Sometimes. So why not kill Taran and eat him as well? He's coming from this perspective of he's neither thing. He's rejected by all sides. So what's it matter? Has he actually killed a person and eaten them before? We don't know. Unlike Gollum, who we know like ate babies. It's horrible. That's very heavily implied, if not directly stated. I'm pretty sure it's just very heavily implied. Anyway, Gurgi exists in a more noble place, a less horrible place than Gollum does. But there's a lot of similarities between them, and even the relationship between Taran and Gurgi and Frodo and Gollum. There's some similarities there. But my point is that in this chapter, in chapter 11, Taran really makes steps forward on his journey to manhood. He has the opportunity to just kill Gurgi and get him out of the way. He's never liked Gurgi. He's wanted to hurt him. He's fought him. Gurgi, the first time they met, Gurgi had his hands around his throat. So, it's understandable, but he got past that. And he's reached a place like Gwydion was at, where he had an affection for, a care for, pity for Gurgi, really. And he pities him here, and he chooses to spare his life. And then, in thanks for that, Gurgi gives him his helping of the honeycomb, and Taran rejects it. And he says, no, you take it. It's yours. You've more than earned it. And they smile at each other, and the wolfhound smell doesn't bother him anymore. And what am I saying manhood is? Manhood is not killing somebody when you could kill them, and another man might decide to kill them. That's not what I'm saying. I guess this manhood, this maturity that he's gaining, that Taran is gaining, is the ability to persist through hardship and to accept nuance and to hold contradictory things together. And I find that to be really interesting. I find it to be really interesting. And this is kind of a low chapter. Like, it's not the most exciting chapter, but there's a lot of character stuff that's going on here that's really important. There's a lot of deep, uh, deeply seated emotional things. Like, things are coming. It's not a flashy chapter at all, but things are coming from a very emotional place, and there's a lot of emotional maturity going on here. There's a lot of like truth on display, and it's being shown through some conflict. They're running from the Cauldron Born and everything, but it's not like attention grabbing and like, oh, this is one of my favorite chapters. But some of the best things that happen in the book happen here in chapter 11. So that's good. Like it's a necessary transitional chapter that moves things along in a way, at least interiorly. I mean, they are getting closer to their goal and they're getting away from the Cauldronborn, which is good. But what it does really is it shows this growth in Taran, because he's presented with, his reaction to Gurgi in multiple ways. Like there's multiple facets of that are examined. It's his comparison to Flutter. Flutter says he would have killed Gurgi to keep going, but it's not really true. And we know Flutter, it's like Gwydion's up here, Taran's down here, and Flutter's somewhere in between. And even Flutter, he lies that he would do that. We don't know what Gwydion would do. I would think he would spare Gurgi, just based on what I know from him. But it's interesting because we don't get like clear answers. And Taran feels confused and overwhelmed by all these things, but he's persisting and he's going forward. And I really appreciate that. Something from Ursula K. Le Guin book, I think it's the first Earthsea book, which I don't remember the title of, is there's a statement that manhood is patience and mastery is 9 times manhood or 9 times patience. And that's really something that sticks with me. Like I haven't analyzed it, but it feels emotionally true. It feels very good to say. And yeah, that's something I need to work on for sure. But it's wonderful to see things like that, like, I don't want to say didactic is popping in my mind, but I don't know if that's the right word to say. It's lovely for me to see these fantasy stories, these adventure stories for kids, holding these ideas and offering them to these children, to these boys reading these books, because boys need these lessons. They need these messages. And they need to see male role models who are able to be tough and fierce and compassionate and self-sacrificing while also keeping themselves going and working for the sake of others. And I just feel like all of that is being done here, and it's lovely, but it's not, the height of excitement. So I guess if I have to complain about this chapter or critique it at all, it's that this could have been done in a more exciting way. But I mean, they were running for their lives. There were things going on. It's just, it's like a more subdued kind of thing. And maybe just the way this one played out wasn't as great as it could have been. So there's my criticism for chapter 11 of the book 3. I would love to know what you thought about it. Check the pinned comment where you can find more of my discussion of the book of 3 and maybe some bonus content as well. For chapter 10, I made some really great bonus content. It's over on the blog. You can find it through the pinned comment over there. But definitely always check the pinned comments. There's going to be good stuff there on YouTube. And then if you're on the blog post, it'll be at the very bottom underneath everything in a little bonus section. So I don't know what I'll do for the bonus section for this one, but for sure, these are my thoughts on it. And I'm really enjoying the book. I love the book. I ended up finishing it all the way through, and then I restarted it, and it just started. The book is so great. And then to come here, it's a necessary transition point, and I guess it could have been executed better, but I don't know how necessarily. And that's where I stand on chapter 11. So until next time, folks, take care. Be well. This is MJ with Fortress Fiction, signing out.